The critical path is the longest linked sequence of tasks in a project and runs from the start of the project to the finish. That means changes to start and finish dates for tasks on the critical path also change the project finish date. As you plan and manage projects, you'll look at the critical path to see where you can shorten the schedule or to watch for delays that threaten to delay the entire project. Fortunately, Project makes it easy to keep an eye on the critical path. Here in the Gantt chart view, it's really easy to turn critical tasks on and off. Just go to the Format tab, and you can see here the Critical Tasks checkbox is turned on. And that's why you see critical tasks in red and non-critical tasks in blue. Well, if you turn the checkbox off, everything changes to blue, and you can't see the critical tasks easily. So turn the checkbox on, and now you can see red for critical tasks and blue for non-critical. Well, the thing about critical tasks is that they don't have any slack. If a critical task delays, so does the project. So there are a couple of ways you can see slack. The first one is really easy. Just turn on the slack checkbox. And now, if you go look at this non-critical task, you can see it has this narrow black bar coming off the back end of it. That's its slack. Well, if you want to see exactly how much slack there is, the easiest thing to do is insert the total slack column. So right-click a column heading, choose Insert Column, and start to type the field name. Then just choose Total Slack in the drop-down list. Well, now you can see that the critical tasks have 0 slack, as you would expect. But here's a non-critical task. Its bar is blue, and it has slack of 5 days. Here's another non-critical task, and it has slack of 5 days. Well, let's look at how the critical task works. So the project has a finish date of September 3rd. Well, here we're going to go down to the Design Office Space task. And it turns out that that task isn't going to take 15 days, it's going to take 20. So I change the duration to 20 days. Well, changing that changes its finish date, and it directly affects the finish date of the project, which is now September 10th. So that's why the critical tasks are so important. On the other hand, let's look at a non-critical task, like prepare drawings. In this case, prepare drawings has a duration of 5 days, and it has slack of 5 days. Well, let's say this one takes a little longer too. It's going to be 7 days. So I put 7D in, press Enter. Well, now you see the slack drops to 3 days. However, if we go back up, you can see that the task date hasn't moved from that September 10th because it's still a non-critical task. You can tell its taskbar is still blue. Well, a really easy way to see all the critical tasks in your project is to apply the critical filter. To do that, go to the View tab, click the down arrow in the filter box, and choose Critical. And now you can see all the tasks are critical. If you want to just see the work tasks, go to the Format tab and turn off the Summary Task checkbox. And now you can see all the critical work tasks in your project. So if you need to shorten the schedule, these are the ones to look at. Then if you want to go back to your full list, you can go back to the View tab. In the filter box, click the down arrow and choose No Filter. And now you can see critical and non-critical tasks. Project has several features for showing the critical path. Use whichever one you want, anytime you want.